A famous rapper is eliminated after his first performance. A duo stepped into the competition, and Kyle reveals the identity of the most requested character on this season of The Masked Singer. Let's go. Hi, I'm Mel.
And I'm Kyle.
And welcome to the Talent Recap Show. All right, you guys, it was week 2 of season 6 of The Masked Singer. We are still on the high of the season kicking off, but another contestant was revealed and removed from the show. Kyle, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, it was the Dalmatian who was revealed to be Tyga.
Okay, the level of celebrities on this show, I can't believe that Tyga came up. He did say because Lil Wayne was on last season and you know they're buddies, he decided to come in on the show. But this whole time I really thought the Dalmatian was Snoop Dogg's son, and I really wanted to let you guys know I will not be making any more predictions this season.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a lot of talented people already unmasked. I mean, there were a lot of people online who were really upset about Toni Braxton being eliminated last week. And I think even this week, seeing Tyga go, who is like a professional musician, in week 1 of his group is pretty crazy.
Listen, it was a strong group. I think he performed pretty well, but you know, people got to get eliminated, and that's the way the game goes. But let's go into the other contestants we had on the show this week. So we had Queen of Hearts, we had Mallard, we had Cupcake, and we had Banana Split. Now, Kyle, we got to talk about some of these people. I mean, Banana Split is 2 people again, so we have a duo in the competition.
Yeah, we have another duo again. There are some hints that this is a pair that we know well together, and so it'll be interesting to see, you know, once we get all the clues together, who we predict Banana Split to be. But I think they're one to watch this season. I think they're going to make it pretty far.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of like a winner prediction already, or a finalist prediction. Let's say that.
A finalist prediction. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You guys, that prediction does not count. But let's get into Cupcake. Listen, I don't know if Cupcake is a man or a woman. I just know they are a total diva. I love their performance.
Yeah, and it's funny reading through comments on social as well and on all the videos, because the guesses are all over the place. And so that will be another fun one once we get a chance to unpack that, to see who the Cupcake is, because again, I don't think there's any consensus, and it's very rare that we have someone on this show that after the first performance and set of clues, people still have no idea who they are or even what gender they are. So I think this will be a really fun mystery this season.
Listen, I'm people, but if you guys are better than me, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys know who is underneath the mask? Let us know your predictions. Let us know what you felt about the performances and how you felt about the elimination. But Kyle, you know what time it is. I think it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the show. Kyle is gonna tap into his inner Masked Singer detective, and he is going to predict somebody underneath the mask. And Kyle, who's it gonna be today?
Yeah, we had so many comments on our video last week that we just have to do this. So tonight we are going to predict and unmask Baby.
Baby! Okay, first of all, let's find out who is the creep underneath this creepy mask, all right? This mask actually terrifies me, but I want to know who actually chose and thought that this would be a great idea. So
yeah,
give us a rundown.
And I think once we go through it, it'll make a lot of sense. But first, let's debunk some of the rumors that are going around online. So first of all, a lot of people are agreeing with Nicole that Baby is Vin Diesel. And, you know, there are 2 things that really stand out about this. One, there are so many action and car clues. There is no way that they would make that so front and center for someone like Vin Diesel, whose biggest career move is Fast and Furious. So the clues are almost too obvious in that direction. Also, it's not his voice. There is this viral video that went around of Vin Diesel singing Stay by Rihanna, and the voice doesn't sound anything like him. He has a much deeper voice, so I think because of that, we can say that that theory is debunked. And then another one that we have here is Bruce Willis, a very popular guest online. He's also related to Rumor Willis, who was the lion on season 1 of the show, so a lot of people are making that connection and thinking that's why he might be on. Again, same note about the action movies. It was a little too front and center for that to be like the main defining characteristic of the person under the mask. And also, Bruce Willis, actually, fun fact, does have albums. He's come out with albums before, but none of them award-winning, and that's something that the Baby mentioned in his first clue package. So based on those things, we have to say that that theory is debunked as well.
All right, Kyle, so you debunk 2 theories. Now let us know who the Baby is and why they're the Baby.
All right, so a few clues that we saw that really pointed to who the baby was, but let's talk about one small section of his clue package. So he said he had blockbuster movies, and this is someone who had voiced a character in the Cars franchise. They had award-winning albums, and this is someone who has released 7 comedy albums, and 3 of them have been certified gold. He also said that he's done a lot of radio play, and this is someone who used to be a radio personality as well. So the baby is... drumroll... Larry the Cable Guy.
Listen, I totally agree with you. I was thinking that it was him, but please give us the rundown why it is Larry the Cable Guy.
And again, makes sense why he has this hilarious, creepy baby costume now that we know who's underneath. But let's go through some of the clues. So I mentioned the blockbuster movies. He did voice Mater in Cars and was also in the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. So those can be some of his blockbuster, which is, I would say, loosely used for some of those movies. I mentioned the award-winning albums he has and the radio play. He used to be a radio personality on Blue Collar Radio on Sirius XM. He also talked about being part of a baby rat pack, and of course, that is the Blue Collar Comedy Tour that he's famous for. He mentioned that they were known for throwing punches as well, which I think is a nod to punch lines. So that explains the comedy aspect there as well. All of the clues about the Cars and the failed driver's ed also point to his role in the movie Cars and in that franchise. We also saw a police badge at one point, and he actually played a deputy in a movie called Witless Protection that was with Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. So again, that is a perfect connection there, and there's always some weird connection to someone else who's been on the show, or the judges, or another Fox show. And so that perfectly lines up. He was also in the movie Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector, and the art for that movie is literally him holding up a badge just like it looked in the clue package. He also talked about replacing Arnold Schwarzenegger in a movie, and Larry the Cable Guy was in Jingle All the Way 2, which was the sequel to Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie Jingle All the Way. And finally, we saw clues of a helicopter and the White House, and I think that's a nod to his movie Delta Farce. And then he also makes a lot of his jokes about American culture, and so that can be why the American flag was really prevalent in his clues package. But all of that paired with the voice just goes to show that the baby is Larry the Cable Guy.
Kyle, that was a mic drop moment. You totally got that down pack. I'm definitely not gonna disagree with you because I like to be right. You guys, let us know in the comments below, do you agree with Kyle and his prediction? If you disagree, let us know who you think it is and why. But I'm rolling with Kyle on this one. I think that was perfection.
And also let us know in the comments who you want to find out from Group B, because we'll be unmasking someone again next week, and we want to do what you guys want us to do.
Listen, and we actually been listening. Look at us. Everybody was saying baby, and look at you. You actually revealed who baby is. Kyle is listening to everyone this season. We love to see it.
Yep, we're going to deliver.
But speaking of listening to you guys, it's time for our comment of the week. So every week we choose one of your comments from a previous video and shout you out, love and or hate, because we love you guys. And this is our first comment of the week of the season. Okay, so it comes from AJ Maniac, who says, your height comment doesn't make sense. Jack is 4 inches taller than Rob Schneider. And Kyle, this is directly at you. So do you have anything you want to say to AJ Maniac?
You know, I was prematurely excited about this comment of the week, and then it's just dragging me. But yes, so last week we talked about height, comparing Jack Black and Rob Schneider, and I misspoke. Rob Schneider is the shorter one, and you can see in the shoulder height between Hamster and Nick Cannon that the Hamster is way shorter, very significantly shorter. And so that's what also drove me to Rob Schneider. But yes, I misspoke. It was supposed to be that Jack Black is too tall to be the Hamster.
Kyle, it's totally fine. We spent a lot of time talking. Sometimes I say chew instead of you. You never know what's gonna happen on the show. If you guys wanna know what I'm talking about, go to last week's episode comments. But if you would like to be featured in next week's comment of the week, make sure you drop a comment below in this week's video, all right, you guys? Because that's how you're gonna shine. That's how you're gonna get your moment of stardom. But Kyle, I think it's time for us to wrap up this week's episode. Let everybody know where they can find you on social.
Yeah, I'm Kmont Pleasure on Instagram and Twitter.
And then you could find me at _MELBAE. But make sure you're following Talent Recap on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We are on TikTok at Talent Recap on all platforms. And I think it's time for us to say, and that's our Talent Recap.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Well, I think you should hit the subscribe button down below and then we can talk.